Well, hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Let me tell you what, this weather has been so unseasonably warm that we were not doing our winterizing nearly as early as we used to. I don't know if it's because we have the wood stove and we can get it as hot in this house as we want. We just put it off. It's a beautiful day. A lot of people asked if we had snow. No, Pennsylvania did have snow, but we only had a few flurries. And we have some really nice warm temperatures. It's so unusual and strange. But we had to get to Lowe's and we had to get some insulation to put in our crawl spaces of our mobile home. Now, our mobile home is on a foundation and there's crawl spaces, and that is to get underneath the mobile home. And it's really important in the summer and in the spring to have that aerated. You need to have that open. It produces a really good air that will go under the house, but in the wintertime you have to close it up. We moved all of our plumbing. All of our plumbing is above now instead of below the mobile home. It's actually, all the plumbing is in its own little room, and that is near the out porch. So we don't have plumbing running underneath the house anymore. I don't know if I even told you that, but we still don't want to get it freezing. And we do, of course, have our well, and that pipe does go underneath a little bit. But all of the connections, all of that is above our house now. But we still have to keep the crawl space nice and warm. And so we went and got some insulation. I guess the summary of this year would be this was the year that we did everything right. We took extra time to do things right. And we decided to put this insulation and attach it to our window little frames. So 2 of the window wells had little frames that had glass on them, and the glass broke out when we bought it, and we always just put the insulation with that. But now we took out the glass and we actually drilled insulation onto them, and that way we have that permanently. It takes a little more work, but to do things right in the long run really does pay off. So now we're just going to go ahead and we are going to cut the insulation the size of the window wells, and that way we have double insulated our window wells. They're not quite window wells, but it's easier to say it that way. And I'll show you here in just a moment what we're going to do. So today is going to be 2 videos in one to show you all we're doing to winterizing so we can get this out of the way, because people, it's Christmas time and we need to start showing you some Christmas videos. All right, let's get this done. So on a 1963 double wide, there is a full foundation. It's not just cement blocks that go one side and then down the other. We actually sit on a full foundation. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we are going to put the insulation and take out the screens, and then that way everything is nice and insulated. It takes a little time, but it will keep all that air out. And there you go. We did find some piece of metal that we had for a raised garden bed we never used, and we put that on. And there are the steps. So we do have steps that were redone, and we're going to be painting in the spring. All right, my husband started the fire for me. And all of this is what I'm left with. I have to put away. So that'll take me about an hour. Well, the raindrops are starting to come, and we're supposed to get some rain this afternoon. With a little bit of sadness, I'm putting everything away in my storehouse, putting all of my gardening stuff away, working on the last of my herbs. Now these herbs, I will work on projects this summer, but I'm taking them out of the greenhouse, and now I'm just gonna package them up. I made these are little paper bags, and I just put some of these little labels on. So this is just paper that I printed out and I put on there. And then I am going to go ahead and make sure I label it. This will take me about an hour to an hour and a half to work on this. But see, I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and write on it what it is. So it's rosemary. And hopefully the rain will hold off a little bit until I'm done with this. I'm gonna go ahead and finish all of this, and then I'll talk to you. I'm hoping that this winter you'll get to see me in my apothecary. Now, I did have a lot of videos in that back in the summer. In my herbs, and now I can just settle down and work in my apothecary. So my apothecary is my storehouse, and it is where I keep all of my things to work on projects. It's a little bit like a prepping room, but in the old-fashioned sense. So now I just got to put things away and get things ready for another whole year. Because I make YouTube videos, I do a lot of projects, and because I make daily YouTube videos, well, that just means even more projects. And so it's really nice to have this separate building just for all of the props, all the things that I do in my videos. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Are you all ready for the winter time? In your neck of the woods, is the winter really cold, or do you live in Florida where you have that beautiful sunny weather all year round? Let me know in the comments below, where are you from? Just what state are you from? I would be interested in knowing, and maybe some of you from a different country and you watch my videos? Maybe you could share with others, what country are you from? I think it's really important to have a community and to share with one another what we're doing. As I work on this and get it all finished, it's a sense of accomplishment this year. I feel like I did a lot of things that we said we were going to do, and a lot of things that we wanted to do. I feel like next year will be an easier year for us. At least financially it will. We have everything pretty much fixed that needs to be fixed. We will be painting the deck. We wanted to do that this fall, but with the leaves blowing, and we thought we'll wait till the spring. we are going to work on the ceiling of our home and redecorate it. In other words, we're going to upscale it just a little bit. It's the old popcorn ceiling, so that's something we're going to do with some fake logs, and it will be fun. But other than that, we accomplished a lot this year, and I am so glad.